This dude says, stop posting, nobody cares. Compared to that last guy, he was just too cool. If we manage to catch the real killer, breaking a rule occasionally doesn't make much difference. Anking tirelessly searched everywhere and ultimately succeeded in finding Allah. He said right away that nerd returned the money, plus it seems he has a crush on Allah. While spreading sweet vibes, he found Coroner Matsumura, who did Alice's mum's autopsy. Awkward. The police initially suspected Allah thanks to Matsumura's leading questions. Turns out, Matsumura figured it out when he got to the crime scene. Allah's shirt had dried blood. Sheng asked, what's that about? Matsumura rolled his eyes, are you really clueless? If that kid found his mom dead and called the cops right away, how the heck did the blood dry so fast? Conversely, if the kid didn't report it, what was he doing at the crime scene? Think with that tiny brain of yours. Sheng's eyes widened. You mean Allah's dad took the fall for him? Matsumura shrugged. Who knows? The next morning, Fat Tiger saw the newspaper. He heard from the new guy that Anking might be dating Allah. Last month, a cop asked for this paper, and Fat Tiger was just trying to help. The police put Allah's dad on the suspect list. You better watch out. Anking recalled Allah's extreme behavior, thinking, is he trying to clear his dad's name? Fat Tiger sighed. What are you even thinking? Let's meet up. Teach me, thanks. What Anking didn't know was the previous evening, Fat Tiger saw Allah's dad, who not only didn't call the cops but also helped him dodge the investigation. May 5th is just around the corner. The task force leader called a meeting, gathering everyone to make sure the killer doesn't get away again. Shen thinks, this case has nothing to do with Allah's dad. In fact, Allah has a higher chance to turn things around. But do you have any proof? Let's catch Allah's dad first. After work, Sheng visited Allah's house again and saw a delivery slip on the door. Allah seemed to be MIA for days. Suddenly, it's May 5th. The police and media were on edge. The serial killer basically has OCD. Once a target is set, they won't stop till it's done. Based on the previous 4 cases, the killer would strike again tonight. Anking, eager to snag breaking news, camped out at the predicted crime scene, waiting for some action. Oddly enough, Allah went completely off the grid. Anking sent a ton of he-cult multiple times, but Allah was MIA. To make matters worse, it started raining. The police set up many posts, but Shinjuku is just too big, they can't monitor everything. Time was ticking away. Anking got a call from his colleague. It's almost midnight, where's the killer? Let's pack it up. He told the others to head back. He stayed to wait, and just as he hung up, he saw a flash of a raincoat. He followed suit, battery still holding up. After turning a corner, he kept moving forward. He peered around secretly, his whole body shaking with fear, his face turning pale. But he gathered his courage, raised his camera, and timidly asked, what's going on here? Then tossed aside his umbrella. Took off running, the raincoat guy chasing. Anking wanted to scream, but couldn't catch his breath. After darting through 2 alleys, he ducked into a corner. Running like that made his heart feel like it could explode. Anking kept waiting for the raincoat guy to leave, which felt like an eternity of panic. His heart felt like it was trying to jump out of his throat, counting seconds like a suspense movie 1, 2, 3. After several seconds, silence fell, no footsteps in sight. Anking bravely poked his head out. He peeked out, and the alley was deserted. Suddenly, the raincoat guy lunged at him with a knife raised high. Anking instinctively grabbed the attacker's arm as he swiftly dodged, then raised the knife again. But Anking blocked it. The raincoat guy went all out, and Anking's brain went blank, with the knife so close he could feel it. Just when it felt like it was game over, a police siren blared from afar. The raincoater fled, and Anking caught a glimpse of his sneakers. That sound was oddly familiar. Had heard those footsteps before, but where? Allah looked at Anking's arm, stars in his eyes. Are you okay? Anking stayed silent, because he just realized that sound was Allah's. Shen quickly wrapped Anking in a hug, repeatedly apologizing. Anking's voice was weak as Sheng snapped out of it and turned to Allah, yelling furiously. You were the first to discover this 10 years ago, and now it's you again. Daly rushed over, pulling at Sheng's side to let Anking handle his injury. The paramedics were about to move in, but Matsumura yanked them away, snapping photos like a paparazzi on caffeine. Then he leaned over Anking's wound and exclaimed, Wait, This knife is way too blunt. Anking immediately pressed for answers. So, you mean that knife has actually stabbed something or someone? Matsumura replied, we won't know until we check. Now strip. There might be new clues. Daly cut in. After reviewing the footage, Alep's camera didn't capture the killer's face at all. The killer didn't say a word throughout. Anking only recalled that the guy had yellow gloves, like bananas, and Ala got taken in for questioning at the station. Sheng asked directly, where were you, Ala? Ala replied, on an interview, to protect my sources. So you can't disclose who you were interviewing. Sheng shot back, so you have no alibi at all? Then, Daly interjected, if you were so concerned about this case, why did you dash off for an interview on such a crucial day?